So what is your goal for the communication you're about to make? Hi, this is Ron Karr, your velocity mindset expert. Often when I'm coaching CEOs or sales executives, I'll ask them, what's your goal for the call? And often they have the wrong goal in mind, which leads them then to different actions that don't deliver the results that they want, and more importantly, it's stripping them of velocity and wasting a lot of time. Let me give you an example. How many times have you heard this when you ask a sales rep, what is your goal for the call? And their answer is to educate my customers. And I go, really? Why do you want to educate your customers? How often did you give your customers a PhD and at the end of the day you still didn't get the business? Your goal is not to educate. Your goal is to qualify what are the key issues that they have going on. Are you the right resource for them? And then it should be to identify and agree upon the next steps forward to move the sales process along. That's an effective goal. But can you see where you're going to be using different actions? If my goal was simply to educate you, then I'm going to puke all over you. And puke stands for people who utter knowledge about everything. And all we're going to do is regurgitate all over you about the things that are important to us and not you, and you're going to shut down on us. And at the end of the day, we want to know why we didn't get the deal or we didn't get the agreement for what we were looking for. Versus, if your goal is to qualify and identify the next steps forward, you're going to be doing different actions. You're going to be asking the customer where they're trying to get to, what are the challenges, what's at stake if they don't get there. Those questions are designed to get engagement and to get your customer involved with you. And from those answers, you're going to identify whether or not they're a qualified prospect from you. And because your customer's engaged, you're going to have a better shot to get an agreement for them at the end of the conversation as to what the next steps forward are. I am writing my book right now, The Velocity Mindset. And we're talking about the goal. And the goal is so important because if I had to say what is one thing that strips velocity away from all of us, is that we do not have the right goal in mind every time we start a communication or an activity. So my question for you today is simple. What is your goal? That's today's Velocity Mindset message. Please be good to yourself and others. I'll see you in a couple of days.